A catfish is someone who pretends to be someone they are not using Facebook or other social media to create false identities, particularly to pursue deceptive online romances. Hey guys, want to play a game? It's called Two Truths, One Lie, and basically I'm going to tell you 3 stories, 2 of which actually happened and 1 that's not so real. Pay attention and let's see if you can tell when I'm lying. I used to really be into this game called Warcraft 3: The Frozen Throne, and yes, I'm a gamer. And when you're online, you chat with different people while you're playing. So I started talking to this guy named Ryan. And from chatting with him, I'm like, oh, I bet you he's kind of cute, whatever. And I got to know him more and like trusted him a little bit more. And we ended up exchanging pictures. And I'm like, whoa, he is really cute. And he was like 6'2" and Korean. And I was like, holla. But I was still in Arizona at the time. I hadn't moved out to California. But when I came out to California, he lives in LA. So we arranged to meet up at this pizza place. So I get to this restaurant and there's really no one in the restaurant but me and like, you know, a couple or whatever. And this guy walks up to me and he's like, hi, I'm Ryan. And I was like, okay, 1, he didn't look anything like his picture. 2, he came up to like here on me. And then we ended up sitting down at this booth and he just was like sweating and his eyes were all big and crazy. And I made up some lame excuse and got out of there. And really, it was like the most awkward 15 minutes of my life. When I was younger, I grew up riding horses and my parents bought this old Harley Davidson golf cart that we used to like drag the horse arena. And it even had like pink fringe on it and it was ridiculous. But I'm from a small town and there's not a lot to do. So my brother and I would go down to the barn and we'd drive it around. So one day I was really relaxed and I was in the golf cart and my brother was getting close to the horse arena and he like swerved and I fell out of the cart and then he panicked and drove over the top of me and then started screaming bloody murder. And then my mom came running down and they called 911 and the ambulance came and they like lifted me off the grass and there was just like this body imprint in the grass, you get what I'm saying. But there was just this body imprint in the grass. And when they took me to the hospital, I was fine, no broken bones, but I did end up getting this really big bruise the size of a golf cart tire across my stomach, and yeah, good times. In high school, I went through this phase where I really liked platform shoes, like bam! But I was 15 and I just gotten my driver's permit, so I really wanted to drive. And my mom and I were going to this antique show in Cottonwood, Arizona. And somehow my shoe got caught on the gas pedal and I floored it. I went from like 20 to 40 miles per hour in a matter of seconds. And my mom's like yelling at me like, what'd you do? What'd you do? And I'm like, I don't know, my shoe. It would have been fine, but a cop car was behind us. And so I see the lights in the rear view mirror and I'm like, oh no. So I pull over the car and I'm crying and the cop comes up to the window and he's like, can I see your license and registration? And I'm like, permit, and just like hand him my license. And he's like, did you know? And I'm like, my shoe got caught, blah, blah. But I didn't end up getting a ticket. But to this day, whenever I see a cop car, it makes me nervous. I learned my lesson. Those are my 3 stories, and now you need to decide what is real. Leave me a comment or a video response of which story you think I was lying about. Was it number 1, was it number 2, or number 3? Want to know the answer? Well, you gotta click here to find out.